Busy afternoon in the city of Tacoma, out here on the hilltop, getting ready to go into the Dr. Martin Luther King Library. I can remember a few years ago when this library didn't exist. That would have been back in the 60s. And people would come together and ask what were the needs that they had, and they needed jobs for teenagers, they needed recreational facilities where people could feel safe, they needed more police protection, and you know, those things are still needed, not only here, New York City, and throughout our country. They're needed in a whole lot of places in the United States, but one of the things is for sure that I'm really glad to see this library. You know, I've been around libraries since I was a little boy. Back in Houston, back in the 40s, you couldn't even go into the library if you were black. Then when I got up to Seattle, I actually worked for a library for a time. But one of the things that really changed was as I got older and realized how much I was missing understanding my own self as a black man, I began to turn to any resource that I could find where I could find literature about that. And back in those days, in the 60s, it was hard to find. Many places it still is. But here at Martin King Library, where I'm just coming in a few moments, there's books on poetry, literature, all kinds of stories. It's located in a very busy area, and if you look at the pictures closely, you'll see that the parking lot around the library is not that big. It's a neighborhood library, and I'm glad that it is, but if I had my way, this kind of a library would be right in the middle of the city, and there'd be 1,000 places for people to park, so that it not only could find books that could help them to understand other folks and to understand themselves, but they could come together and converse about what they really want this country to be. So thank you, all of those folks who back in the 60s advocated for this library. It's become a home for me and for many others.